opportunity for us to come together as citizens of this amazing country to try to solve the challenges that we face, one problem at a time. Fossil fuel subsidies are energy subsidies on fossil fuels, and they may be tax breaks on consumption, lower sales tax on natural gas or for residential heat and all of that. As it is, Nigeria is not the only country to actually have fuel subsidy, even though there has been a deregulation or the subsidy on other types of fuel, diesel, kerosene and all of that has been taken out in Nigeria. However, petrol is still heavily subsidized, and as it is today, the federal government, through the NNPC, is said to currently spend nothing less than 600 naira as subsidy on every litre of petrol consumed across the country. It is said that the cost of petrol in Nigeria is about the cheapest in the world. And unfortunately, the government is crying and, seems to be breaking under this heavy amount of petrol. According to this statement I have in front of me, it says that the year-to-date daily consumption of petrol in Nigeria is valued at 68.8 million litres. And going by this figure, it implies that the federal government spends about 40.1 billion naira daily when subsidizing every litre of petrol consumed in Nigeria by at least 600 naira. This also means that the government is spending about 1.24 trillion naira on fuel subsidy every month. What is the way forward? Of course, that is irregular from me, Lawrence.
Well, I think for me, it's whatever we even attempt to do here is just to scratch the surface, because the issue of fuel subsidy is deeper and very complicated.
It's not something that can be solved in 30 minutes.
Yes, we can just hazard some idea about what it is. It's more than that. Something that has defied several governments over the years. All the best brains in our country, economists and security experts and everything, at the end of the day, we're still back to where we are. The first question we ask ourselves is, why do we need to subsidize fuel consumption? That's the first thing. Why the need? Why that need? Two, the second question is, what is our actual consumption of fuel as a nation? There's been a lot of figures bandied over the years. The National Assembly have set up several committees to investigate and come up with how many liters as a nation we consume in the country. Because that is also at the base of some of the allegations of corruption. Because when you say we consume 68 million barrels, some will say 40 million barrels, and now you now say government is subsidizing every liter. Then you justify, if it's not the actual fact, you justify that spending because of the wastage at the end of the day. Now, my attitude to this is, we cannot have a short-term solution that will work. We look at the big picture. We have to find a solution to a situation that the government will need to subsidize fuel. And what is that? That we should have the ability to produce locally whatever we need to consume in the country locally. If we do that, we would have solved a substantial problem of this subsidy. And we can only do that if we have refineries in the country that are up and running all year round. Because as with what we have here from the statistics, even if the refineries in the country today operate at 100% capacity, we still will not be able to solve our local consumption. So you now see the dilemma. So government will need to import to now augment the consumption. And that is the problem. If we have the ability to produce locally what we consume locally, then there will be no need for this subsidy, at least not in this scale. That's the first thing. Then the second thing is, why do we now have this product smuggled out of the country because it's cheap? Well, it now takes us to the issue of our borders. That's a major issue. Do you have a call?
No, not yet. I'm actually trying to get a few things together here.
That's another major problem. because with our borders, it will be practically impossible. Except we want to behave like the former U.S. president say, "Oh, we should build a wall around," and it's not visible. Even the U.S. couldn't do that when they tried to do that stuff.
The great American wall.
Except we do that, it's virtually impossible to say we will police all our borders inch for inch. And even if we do that, that will not even stop the smuggling. Because even the borders that are policed, that are manned, we still have smuggling. Still have rice coming, other products coming and everything.
Okay.
So that's a major problem that we have.
Okay, it's 12 minutes past 8. And of course, the phone lines are open immediately when it's this time for the Zuma Big Talk on 0818 0818. I start all over again. 22 22 205 0818 22 22 205. That's the number to call. Alternatively, you may call 0903 22 29 797. It's the Zuma Big Talk. How do we solve this issue of fuel subsidy? In Nigeria, it's beginning to strangulate the Nigeria's economy. And I take a look at a few things that of interest here. The President Muhammadu Buhari back in June 22 to be precise, the 22nd of June this year, in an interview with Bloomberg, stated that the administration realized that the effect of removing fuel subsidy would have been too harsh on Nigerians, and that is why they have kept it. However, it appears that the retainership of this fuel subsidy is strangulating the government itself. Let's take this call. Hello, good morning. Hello, are you there? Good morning. Oh, hello, good morning. Oh, sorry. I thought I'd picked your call. I apologize. Please call back 0818 22 22 205. It's the Zuma Big Talk. You may also call 0903 22 29 797 0903 22 29 797. Here, in an interview with the minister, the Minister of State for Petroleum, Chief Stimi Priye Silva, he actually said earlier in the year that the president is not in support of the removal of the premium motor spirit, of the subsidy on premium motor spirit. But it's pertinent to note what Lawrence said, which is the price of petrol across our borders, as in our neighboring countries. According to these, let me take this call. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and where you calling from?
Okay, this is Emmanuel on the line, calling from Central area. I'm listening to your program. Please, I want to ask one question.
Go ahead.
Do you know the status of that refinery? Because every now and then we do hear that.
Sorry. Do we know the status of what?
Dangote refinery.
Dangote refinery.
Okay.
Yeah, Dangote refinery. Yeah, because every now and then we do hear that Dangote refinery will come on stream 2022, 2023, but we don't know the status, because I believe that refinery will, provide substantial solution to the problem of this fuel subsidy that we are talking about. So please, if you have information about concerning Dangote refinery, I want to hear.
Okay. We will try to get it across to you in a bit, even though I'm not one of those who believes that we need to watch somebody's private business to determine how the entire country moves, But we'll take a quick look at, this compilation on premiumtimesng.com that talks about how much a liter of petrol is selling across the world. It's interesting to note that Nigeria's petrol is the cheapest in the entire West Africa. All right. In Libya, it's actually, this is a report by Premium Times. Okay. In Venezuela, you have the cheapest petrol at 0.11 liter. 0.03 per liter in Venezuela. Venezuela is an oil-producing country like Nigeria, very dependent on their oil too. Libya comes second with their liter of petrol selling at 0.33 per liter, and that's in dollars. Iran 0.05, Syria 0.32, Algeria 0.32 all per liter, Kuwait 0.35, Angola 0.35, Nigeria 0.40, Kazakhstan 0.41, and Turkmenistan 0.43. Of all of these countries, none of them is in West Africa. And therein lies how much we actually consume as a nation and as a people in Nigeria. Lest it seem or lest it be that we are subsidizing fuel for our neighboring countries.
Exactly.
Because if I can buy cheap here and I can sell, for a good sum, the buying and selling comes in. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
My name is Eluke.
Emike.
From Cuba.
Emike from Cuba. Thank you for joining us. You are on to the Zuma Big Talk.
For this fuel problem.
Yes.
I have two options to advise to make.
Please go ahead.
One.
Sorry?
They should open all the these small refineries, give them directive and register them. And in that way, the fuel will be sufficient for Nigeria to use. Second one, now you are talking of ASU, pay as you earn. How long all the engineers in the refineries are not working and they are paying them? Why? Are they not human beings? Secondly, thirdly, the money we are spending, about 40-something billion for a month, can't we use that money to put for the 4 refineries for 1 month and let us pay out of fuel for 1 month? If we can put those ones for 1 month and stop paying these engineers, refineries engineers, for 1 month, if you don't do it by 1 month, you are sacked. If the government can do that by next at least 3 months, we will have sufficient fuel in Nigeria. Thank you. God bless you.
God bless you, Emmanuel, and God bless Nigeria. Thank you for your contribution this morning. Don't forget, you can call us on 0818 22 22 205. You may also call 0903 22 29 797. Hello, good morning. Hello. Okay, what's going on? Hello, good morning. Hello. Okay, 0818 22 22 205 is the number to call. You may call that line, or you may also call 0903 22 29 797. It's the Zuma Big Talk, and we attempt to solve some of the challenges we face as a nation, one problem at a time, because sometimes the leader doesn't know it all, and sometimes the citizens have to come together to help us. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Michael calling back again.
Michael, you're going to collect MVP very soon. Oh. You give me Patrick vibes.
Thank you very much, madam.
Yes.
You see, as I briefly said about this oil problem of a thing. You see, we from Niger Delta know and we feel the pain why things aren't going very well in Nigeria, and Nigerians are not benefiting from this oil. So many factors are responsible. Let me separate the governance, that is the politics, from these oil sectors. The problem we are facing in politics.
Oh, Michael, I don't know what's going on with your line. You have to, I don't know, please call back. That was very interesting, considering you're from the Niger Delta. Hello, good morning. Hello. Oops, I lost that one too. Okay, so we were saying it's important to note that Hong Kong has the highest price of petrol anywhere in the world. The price of a gallon of petrol in Hong Kong is $13.10. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Ken.
Good morning once again, David. Welcome to the Big Talk, Zuma Big Talk.
Thank you. Good morning, Lawrence, once again.
Good morning, David.
Yes, I think refinery, the best way that we can achieve so that we can get fuel.
Hello, David.
David, we are in a noisy environment.
So
Sorry,
noisy.
Kindly move away from that place, and hopefully we can take your call soon. Lawrence, we're coasting home nicely. Of course, we cannot solve this subsidy issue in 30 minutes. The issues that governments over the years have struggled with, but we can attempt it at least. Hello. Okay. Sorry. Hello. Good morning. Yeah.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, let me conclude. That is Michael. Let me conclude.
Welcome back, Michael.
Yes. So what I'm trying to say, we are trying to provide solutions now to all this.
Absolutely.
Exactly. You see, I am from River State, precisely. You see, the boys that are engaged in this refinery, these modular refineries, are students who graduated from petroleum industries, who do not have a job. I think it's time for federal government now to bring these boys together to see what they can do if they have the willpower. So that these boys can use their expertise to, improve on all these oil problems. That is one. And then two, this idea of subsidizing per day, per month, per year is not helping us out. Let me tell you, as oils or petroleums are being transported out of our shore borders, more especially in the north, it's giving us a big problem. Something has to be done to stop all this. When we import, they ship it out through the land border to neighboring, down to Congo. We subsidize all this Central African Republic, which is not helping us out. We are paying the brunt of it. So that is that. And then two, the idea of this one section or a region of the country, more especially from the north, monopolize the oil wells and the rest of it, it's not helping matters. We are not benefiting from it. They should decentralize this idea of gauging oil wells, more especially people from the north. The other parts of the countries are beneficial, but we are not benefiting. It's quite unfortunate. That is why you see people are being reckless in trying to sabotage the system. And then the idea of corruption in the refineries and NMPCs are not helping matters. I think if the government have willpower to sort out these problems and nip it in the bud, I think the willpower is very essential to stop all these problems. Thank you very much, madam.
Thank you very much, Michael. God bless you and God bless Nigeria. We need to coast home now. We have less than a minute to go. David, I'm sorry, I see you calling back, but then we need to wrap up this so that we can make way, for the sports guys. Lawrence, what will be your last take on this? Well, the calls are pouring in. Even Citizen Abimbola is calling.
I think for now, we need to get the political parties to commit to doing something about it, and not just general statements. We need something, timelines and everything, because it's one thing when you're outside to say you can resolve the problem. When you enter, you'll be dazed by the intensity and the how complicated the problem is. So we need these parties, these candidates, to speak to this issue.
I apologize to everyone who's trying to call right now and we're unable to take the calls. 5 minutes to the end of the show. We can't take any more calls again. Okay, I see even a lady trying to call. I apologize to you, Grace. Citizen Abimbola, I apologize. David, I apologize to you. Don't worry, tomorrow is another day. We'll have another big talk. However, my solutions to these fuel subsidy issues will be: one, let us have a budget for the subsidy. Regardless of what petrol becomes in the course of the year, we'll add to it, we'll subtract from it, but one fixed amount, that this amount we will commit to fuel subsidy. If the petrol decides to go up and some people decide to export it out of Nigeria, let all of us bear the brunt. I think that would be a good first step to removing fuel subsidy. I also think that we should make this refining, what they have turned electricity to now by the new electricity bill. Let local government, states, whoever it is that can create something to refine fuel, let them go into it, so that we'll have a decentralized refining of our fuel. Okay, and more importantly, I also think that as a people, we need to love Nigeria more. We need to decide that we don't want to take away what belongs to Nigeria to other countries. The people perpetrating many of the crimes against Nigeria are Nigerians themselves. Nigerians need to do better. And that's it. That's our package this morning on the Zuma Big Talk. Don't forget, at 9 o'clock, I do have a pharmacist, a doctor of pharmacy, coming into the studio to discuss the NHIS with us and to see how citizens can benefit from the NHIS. My name is Kemi Asheko. I've worked with Lawrence MON this morning on this part of the show. A very big thank you to Johnny, David 1 and David 2, Michael, Kennedy, Sunday, Citizen Abimbola, Emmanuel, Emike, and every other person who called on the show this morning. We don't take your love for granted. Thank you for always being there. 9 o'clock, I'll be back. You get a full dose of me. 10 o'clock, Lawrence will be back. You get a full dose of him at that time. But till then, I'd say to you, be the change that you want to see. And especially remember that there is no Messiah coming to save Nigeria from Nigerians. Nigerians have to put in all the work if we want a better country. I hand over now, temporarily, for the next 30 minutes to Busayo Olowo Okere. But till then, Nigeria goes